Hello everyone, I'm back with another video. I think it's been about a week and a half since I uploaded on this channel. Give me a second, I'm waiting for the air to go off. There we go, right there, perfect. Yeah, like I want to say the last 30 days have been very interesting. I think it's been 30 days since I've had like a full meal. Like I'm not like starving or anything, but I wanted to start a fast. So I think today is day 26 officially. I didn't have anything before day 1 except like just like some juice. I did like a 5-day fast, but when I wanted to start officially, I started. So today is 27th from when I officially started. Just pretty much all juice, waters, teas, and then I did have a couple cheat days with some watermelon. So you know, it's been a process. I've lost a lot of weight. The weight I didn't even know like I had on my body, but I feel really good though. Like I didn't think I would feel this good this deep into the process. I thought I'd be like starving, but now it's like I don't even have this sensation to eat. Like outside of like looking in my cabinets and looking at I got a can of garbanzo beans. I love garbanzo beans. So I just look at those and I'm like, damn, I just want to eat them. But like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna finish like probably like another week or two. But all of that was just to reset, you know, like reset myself and just reset where it is that I am and who I am as a person. And I think that we really need to prioritize that as people, like just resetting, you know, take some time to reset. I saw a video today and the guy was like, you've been doing your best for too long, and you're doing your best shouldn't destroy you. And I thought that was so profound because it's like, we pride ourselves so much on going as hard as we possibly can, but within that, it sometimes can lead to our detriment and we don't even realize it. Or I'm not gonna say we don't realize it, we definitely realize it, but we're so focused on keeping this mask on and keeping this armor on to be perceived as people who have it all together, you know. And I think that we should really find comfort in the fact that a lot of us don't have it all together. I know I for damn sure don't have it all together, you know, but like I'm definitely guilty of trying to keep that mask on and keep the armor on and being like, yeah, I'm good regardless, like I'm always good. And it took me a while to realize that doing that was leading me into a place where not only did people not ever feel the need to come help or want to come help, but it's like I set my life up in a way that I couldn't be helped, and I really like pushed it away just to feel some sense of pride or my ego to let myself know that I could do it alone, you know. And I think that's a very prideful thing, a prideful way to live, you know. And I think that can be very detrimental to the progress of people who are really trying to do something significant with their lives. We know that a lot of the things that we want to do can't really be achieved alone. And I think that through certain experiences that we have, we just feel like, you know, maybe you're someone that can't really trust people, you know. Like I've dealt with that as well. Like I haven't been able to like trust people in certain areas because of how things went in the past. But I also had to check myself, and it's like, bro, I'm continuing to evolve. And as I continue to evolve into a different person, I'm going to attract different people that are more sincere on the level that I am operating at. Granted, there will be people who may carry some of the old traits that the people from my past have carried, but now that I've had that experience, I can now look with discernment and be like, okay, I recognize these patterns within these people or within these social groups. Let me go in this direction, or keep in the direction that I'm going, but not let them latch on to me because I've already seen these patterns. But let me be open to the fact that there are going to be people like me that are sincere, and I'm not just trying to frame this like I'm just the most sincere person. So I'll reframe it and say that I think I am a sincere person, but I'll reframe it by saying people that are more in alignment, because I don't want to say that the people that aren't with me now weren't sincere. Maybe we were just out of alignment, you know, on different paths. So given the fact that I have grown and evolved, I am now in a space where I can attract people. But I think that, going back to what I was talking about earlier, going hard and hard and hard for so long, you'll tire yourself out. So it's okay to take a step back into yourself and just really recalibrate as a human being and understand that you don't have to operate at 100% all the time. It is okay for you to embrace your flaws, because nothing about the human experience in terms of being a human is perfect. We are not meant to be perfect. We are meant to make mistakes because we are designed to learn and to grow and to evolve as people. That is how the whole process of life works for any species. You know, you learn from your mistakes. You learn from your mistakes and you evolve. in every way possible, mentally, physically, spiritually, in every way possible, we evolve. But it is about embracing the mistakes that allow us to evolve, embracing the opportunity to even make the mistake. That is something that is very important, because you don't want to be someone that is not even taking the risk or taking the opportunity that is in front of you to be able to make the mistake. I was thinking about it as I was driving in the car earlier today. And one of the things I'm most proud of, even though in the past I may not have been very confident, was the fact that I went out and did what I want to do. Even making these videos when there aren't that many people watching. I talk about this all the time, but I know that by me doing this, I am growing. This is a growth process that I am in the middle of, that we are all in the middle of. If you're somebody that is subscribed to this channel and that interacts with what I'm doing, I'm gonna let y'all know even what got me to make this video, because I realized that I had slacked off of it, and that's a bad habit that I want to work on. It's like once I get to a certain goal, I just pivot, but I want to really start to continue. I want to continue to take things all the way to where I saw them, and not just stopping and stagnating and pivoting at different milestones. So I logged into this channel because I have 2 other YouTube channels, and I logged into this channel and I looked at the comments on my 50th video, and that was a very emotional video for me. And then I got 2 comments on that video. One from Valerie Okezi. She said, "Congratulations, I love this." And then another, Victoria Labisi. And she said, "New subscriber here, congratulations." And I was like, wow. And it's been a month since those comments were made. And I was like, wow, I've abandoned this. Even though I was in a process of resetting, I have to continue to, after that reset, it kind of contradicts what I was just saying about taking time away to reset, but I want to make sure that due to the goals that I have and the things that I want for my life, I'm taking things all the way, and I don't want to abandon parts of myself or parts of my creativity and the part of the things that I have set out to do just to go do other things. I do want to find a way to do them all, but I want to make sure that I'm just doing my part. That's my biggest thing in life. And maybe the break was necessary. I would say it was, but I'm really just in the process of building myself to be able to do the things that I really want to do across all levels without being depleted, and not to say that certain things deplete me, but life be lifing, bro. And sometimes things just get overwhelming. But I know that if I keep at it, aside from the breaks, taking breaks to reset and recalibrate, but getting right back to it, I know that I'll eventually get to where it is that I want to go. And same with you, with all of your goals, and you'll notice how things just just come to evolve. And yeah, that's just how things work. As long as you keep doing it. I've been before I mentioned the fast. I've been fasting about 30 days, about 30 days. And I would say that the biggest benefit of it all, outside of the weight loss, and I was never an overweight person. I've been an athlete, so I've always been a pretty lean person. But I have lost 20 pounds within the process, and I did my body fat. I got 4% body fat right now, which is crazy. Even the trainer, he was 4% is fucking crazy. I'm yeah, I'm whoa. But I think what I'm most grateful for is the clarity that it's given me. And understanding that if I really want my life to change, then I have to go about changing it, and I have to wake up and be disciplined and understand that the path that I am on is unconventional. So I shouldn't run away from doing unconventional things. The same thing with anybody that's watching this. If you're somebody that's made it to this point in the video, you're probably somebody that has found yourself on a path that is unconventional. So embrace the fact that you are an unconventional being. You may be the black sheep of your family or your tribe or whoever it is that you surround yourself with, or whatever community it is that you exist in. You may be the person that is going to go change. You may be the first whatever it is that you have your eyes on, whatever it is that you want to do in your life and you want to accomplish. It's probably unconventional because it's something that doesn't really resonate that much with the people around you. They find themselves in positions where they're just doing things that are kind of mundane, if we're just being honest. But you have found it within your heart and within your mind and within your spirit, the desire and the belief that you are great and that you have to go do something great with your life. And not only for you, but just for everybody that is around you. You feel that you are the one to step out on the faith that has been given to you in your heart to change the circumstances of you and your loved ones and so many other people that have the potential to be inspired by your works. With that being said, you have to understand that this path is very unconventional. So you're going to have to do things that are a little bit out of the norm. I've been waking up very early, going to the gym, and it feels good because I was like, bro, I was thinking about going to a new gym, and I was like, yeah, I can do that, but I don't want to just like jump around, because I didn't really I just didn't feel like doing it at the time. But I was like, I'm gonna start going earlier, and I was like, wow, bro, the 6 a.m. crowd is way different from the 6 p.m. crowd. Nothing against the 6 p.m. crowd, because people got to do what they got to do, but it's definitely not as crowded, and it's so much easier to focus. I'm just like locked in, and I get in and I get out. And there's this dude at my gym. He's like probably like 8 years older than me, and he does film stuff. So he's kind of like he's always giving me advice about like filming and stuff. And I saw him when I went this morning, and I'm an observant person. So I saw in him how proud of me he was for seeing me in the gym that early. And I was like, wow, it's a different crowd, because he's someone that I admire just because he makes a lot of money in his own business. He got like nice cars, and it's not even about like the material, but it's like the habits. It's about what the habits lead to. So I've always like admired that in certain people, whether it be him or other people that I have come to know throughout this life. And I just like pay attention, and I'm like, wow. So I saw him, and I went up, dapped him up. And he was just like, good seeing you. He was very like proud and happy to see me in the gym that early. And I was like, wow, I'm really finding myself in alignment with people that I admire. And really, it's more so about finding myself in alignment with the highest version of myself. I want to really be in alignment and really get a crystal clear version. And I encourage you to do the same. Get a crystal clear version of the person that you want to be in life, and align yourself with the thoughts and the actions and the habits of that person. Even with me recording this video, I was like, bro, I have to continue to live as the person that I am evolving into until inevitably the gap closes. And I am that person. It's like how people have alter egos. It's like you just have to embody that greater version of yourself. So if you're in a position where you're overwhelmed and you feel like things are just too much, take time to step back and really reflect on the life that it is that you want and who you want to be, and really take time to, I got my notebook, I got my laptop, I got all of these different things around me. I got like a whiteboard over here, and I've really just been getting my ideas down. I'm really getting a crystallization of the life that I want, because if I keep allowing myself to be drifted by allow the wind to drift me around, then I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to get there. It's just going to be idea here, idea there, all over the place. And it's never going to come to fruition. But if I get locked in, laser focused on actualizing that life that I see so vividly for myself, it has no choice but to come true. And you have to know this as well. When you see something in your life, when you see something, that thing that you see before you go to sleep every night, and it's like, yeah, that's me. That is you. It is you when you're thinking about it. It's just the you that's waiting on the current version of you to act on it. So you have to go act on it. You have to take action, and you have to be very intentional about these things, and you have to get laser focused. And I'm just so grateful to even be able to have found this focus, because I see the way it impacts my life. I see the way it impacts my thoughts. I see the level of accountability that I now hold myself to due to the focus that I now have, in an understanding and the clarity of what it is that I want out of life. Understanding the things that are necessary to even get to where I want to go. Because we all have dreams and goals. Everybody has a dream and a goal. Everybody has an idea, but nobody knows how to get there. And it's not even to say that I know exactly how I'm going to get there. I just know through observation and just looking at life that certain things lead to certain outcomes. I know if I keep going to the gym every fucking day, I'm going to be in better shape than I was if I didn't. And continuing to allow this discipline that I have and I am continuing to develop upon, that is going to raise the standard that I have for myself. As you step into your own discipline and you continue to show up in the ways that you're supposed to show up, that is going to raise the bar. And you are now going to be like, okay, I am now able to operate at a different level. And when you break past that threshold of what was your past self, you'll realize that a lot of things weren't that hard. You'll realize that, bro, I could have been doing this, had I just had the frame of mind. Don't beat yourself up about it, and don't feel guilty. I had a moment. I'm gonna finish that. Don't beat yourself up about it, and don't feel guilty, because it's all a learning process. And I had a moment like a couple weeks ago where I set aside some money, right? I set aside some money It was only like 80, like $80, right? It was like $80. I set aside, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this course. There was this course that I wanted to buy from this creator, talking about how to. What was the course about? Basically, it was like a marketing course or something like that, and I was gonna buy it, but like my friend invited me out, and we ended up going out, and I was like, so I went and bought some clothes. I bought like a hoodie and these jean shorts, and I was so mad at myself. Like after buying it, I'm like, bro, I completely let what my intentions were for this money. I completely let that slip away, and I was so mad at myself about it. Like I was really like angry to the point where like it didn't ruin my night, but that night ended up not even going as planned. We didn't even really make it to the event that we were gonna go to. So it's like I really was mad even after that, because I'm like, bro, I just wasted my money on something that didn't even go through, when I was like, bro, I was supposed to spend it on this that was going to help me. I was supposed to invest that into myself instead of a fucking hoodie. That now I just wear the hoodie every day on some regular shit. And it's cool. So it's just a plain gray hoodie. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I've made mistakes before. I understand that it's temporary. I'll get over it. But moving forward, let me establish a focus. And when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So right as I have in front of my notes right here, things that I've been working on for the future that I'm excited for all of you to see and partake in, and just and be with me on this journey. And for anybody that's watching this, if you're watching this currently, let's build. I want to know what you guys are doing too. I don't want to just like get on this camera and talk every day like without knowing what y'all doing too. So like tap in, and I want to see what y'all journey is. I want to subscribe to y'all channels. And I thank all of you for watching this. I thank you for the 2 young ladies that commented on my video. That means a lot. I mentioned their names earlier, and like the 2 of you, that really meant a lot. Like just like going back and like wow, I did something that impacted. It's not about so much like the clout and stuff like that, but it's more so about like reaching the people that resonate with who it is that I am as a person. And I think that's the opportunity that this new technological era has blessed us with, is the ability to really just connect with people that are like us from wherever part of the world. Like I don't know where those 2 young ladies are from geographically, but I know that somewhere within them, like spiritually and like just who they are as people, they resonate with the part of me that I express from an authentic perspective. So I'm grateful for that more than anything, and I want to continue to grow, and I want to continue to build on this. I thank you all for watching this channel once again. I thank you for just being here with me on this journey of life as I continue to craft it and reflect on my ideas and become the person that I know I'm capable of being. I can't wait to see how far this goes. I know where it's gonna go. I just can't wait for it to come to fruition, and I can't wait to see all of you there. So once again, I am Nick Johnson, aka your favorite cousin, and if I haven't already, I officially welcome you all to the Purple Era. I'll catch y'all on the next one.